morning, dear students. Welcome back to the class. Today we will study about sign convention and the mirror formula which is used in spherical mirrors. So, the new Cartesian sign conventions for spherical mirrors. This is very similar to the coordinate geometry you study in your maths, where you have two axes as x and y axis. The point where they meet perpendicularly is known as origin. So in this case, when we talk about the mirror, it is known as pole. Clear? So all the distance from the pole to the right hand side are taken as positive. All the distance from the pole to the left hand side are taken as negative. All the distances from above the pole, whether it is this or this, so they are taken as positive, and all the distances below the axis are taken as negative, isn't it? If this is your origin, now here you have all your positive values 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Here you have your negative values -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. And here you have all your positive values 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how the height is always taken as positive when it is above the pole, and always taken as negative when it is below the pole. This much is clear to you. Now one thing you have to remember, for concave mirror and convex mirror, you know, for a concave mirror the focal length is this side, isn't it? This is the polished side. This is your focal length. So focal length is always negative. And for your convex mirror, it is always positive. Because this is your convex mirror and the focal length lies on this side. This is your P. So this distance is actually positive. These two things you have to remember. Same things are written here. All the distance in the ray diagram of a reflection ray spherical mirrors are measured from pole of the spherical mirror. So pole is actually considered as the origin. Distance measured in the direction of the incident ray are taken as positive. So obviously if the direction is this, it is positive in the direction. And if it is opposite, it is taken as negative. That's what it is told here. Point 4 says the height measured upwards and perpendicular to principal axis is taken as positive. Yes, height when it was taken upward, it was taken as positive, and the height measured downward the principal axis was taken as negative. In which case are we going to measure the downward height? When the image formed is real and inverted, isn't it? Then it is downward. And for upward, when the image formed was virtual and erect. Now we have a mirror formula. This mirror formula is defined as the formula which gives the relationship between the distance of image V and the distance of object U and the focal length of the mirror. It is written as 1 by V plus 1 by U equals to 1 by F. This is very important because same kind of formula with little difference we will study for lenses also. It won't be exactly same, some signs will vary. But the basic is 1 by V plus 1 by VU equals to 1 by F, where V is the image distance from pole, U is the object distance from pole, and F is the focal length of the mirror. And it is applicable for both the mirrors, your concave mirror as well as the convex mirror. Magnification. What is this magnification? Linear magnification of a spherical mirror is defined as the ratio of the height of the image to the size or height of the object. So magnification is represented by a small m, and it is written as m equals to size of the image by size of the object. Size actually means height only, isn't it? Then it is written as h2 is, I say h2 is the height of the image and h1 is the height of the object. So m is equal to height of image by height of object. Magnification. Now here are the few important things. As the object is always placed above the principal axis, so the magnitude of h1 is always positive. But h2 can be positive or negative depending on whether the image is virtual or real. This is what I told you just now. It can be positive, or for a virtual it will be always positive. For a real it will always be a negative. As the virtual image is always erect and above the principal axis, therefore it is positive. On the other hand, the real image is always inverted and found below the principal axis, so it is always negative. This magnification M will be positive when H2 is positive. The image formed is virtual and erect, and M will be negative when H2 is negative. These things you will understand when we will do some numericals. Another point to be noted is that if the value of magnification is equal to 1, then the image formed is of the same size as that of object. If the magnification is more than 1, then the image formed is enlarged. If it is less than 1, then the image formed is diminished. This is very important. Whatever value of m you get now, it gives you the relation between the size of the image and the object. The linear magnification of a mirror can also be calculated in terms of image distance v and object distance u, if we do not know the size or height of the object. So just now we have studied that magnification was calculated with the formula height of image by height of object. Now when you don't know the height of image and object, then we can calculate with the distance formula. M equals to, but this was a positive, M is equal to height of the image by height of the object. Now here M is equal to minus V by U. This is a minus sign here, where V is the image distance and U is the object distance. What about the unit of magnification? It has no unit, because it is a ratio where both the quantities have the same unit, and thus they are cancelled. When I talk about height, then also it is, this is in centimeters, so they will be cancelled, thus no unit is there. When distance is measured, then also it can be in whatever distance it is given. Now let us see one example from the book only. A convex mirror is used for a rear view of an automobile as a radius of curvature of 3 meters. So they are using a convex mirror. This is a convex mirror whose radius of curvature is 3 meters. Radius of curvature is 3 meters, means if this is C now, so this total distance is 3 meters. A bus is located at 5 meters from the mirror. Let us say here a bus is there, which is at a distance of 5 meters. Find the position, nature and size of the image. Position means you have to find the V. Nature means real, inverted, diminished, enlarged. And size means height of the image. So here radius of curvature is 3 meters. That is known to you. So the focal length will be what? Focal length will be r by 2. That is 3 by 2. That will be 1.5 meter. That's how it is calculated, that focal length of the mirror will be 3 by 2, that is plus 1.50 meter, as the principal focus of a convex mirror is behind the mirror. Now its f will be somewhere here, so this will be a positive value. Isn't it? Okay. Now using the formula, mirror formula, 1 by v plus 1 by u equals to 1 by f. 1 by v we don't know. So then 1 by f minus 1 by u. Putting the values, 1 by 1.50 minus here u, this is the distance of the object. This is your object here, na? This was your bus. So this distance is 5 meter. But this is on the opposite side. This is on the negative side. So this u will be having a negative sign. So don't get confused here. Okay. Now, if my object is all objects are generally the distance of object always have a negative sign because it is on the negative x-axis. So whenever u is given, you have to write it in minus sign. So u here will be minus 5 meter. Solving, you will get the value of v as 1.15. Now, how to solve this kind of entities? This, please don't get confused here. You can directly write as 1.5 into 5, isn't it? So then, if for the first step when we are not multiplying, so then this will be 1.5 is already there, 1.50, then 5 plus 1.5. That is how you are getting it as 6 point, sorry, yeah. So it will be 6.5 by 7.5, which will be inverted because this was your 1 by, this was 1 by v. So v will be 7.5 by 6.5. This was your 1 by v, na? So v will be 6.5 by 7.5 by 6.5. On solving them, you will get the size v as 1.15 meter. The image is 1.15 meter at the back. Since it has a plus sign, it means image will be formed somewhere here, isn't it? And this is a convex mirror, so you always know that the image formed is always virtual and erect. That is how, now using the formula of magnification, height of the image by height of the object, magnification, so that is equal to minus v by u. You studied this formula just now. So on solving, you will get the magnification as 0.23. And what we studied, when magnification was equal to 1, so then size of image is equal to size of object. When m was less than 1, then image is small. And when m is greater than 1, it means what? Image is big. So these basic concepts you have to remember. The image is virtual, erect and smaller in size by a factor of 0.23. First you see the question, try to understand it, close the book and try to solve it yourself. One more question. A concave mirror has a focal length of 4 centimeter. Since this is a concave mirror, its focal length will be a negative because it is a concave mirror. You have to keep it in your mind. And then object 2 centimeter tall. So height of the object is what? That is 2 centimeter tall, is placed 9 centimeter away from it. So this is the distance u is equal to minus 9 centimeter. Find the nature, position and the size of the image. So f we know, u we know, 1 by v plus 1 by u equals to 1 by f. So same formula we are using here, and on solving we get the value of v as 7.2 centimeter. Okay, so v is 7.2 centimeter, but v has a negative sign. So the image is formed at a distance of 7.2 centimeter in front of the mirror. Now, m is equal to minus v by u. We know magnification is calculated with this formula. So magnification is coming as minus 0.8, which is less than 1. It means the image is smaller in size. And m is also equal to h2 by h1, with which we will calculate the height of the image, that is 1.6 centimeter. then what we can say that the image is 1.6 centimeter in size, real and inverted. So we have some in-text questions. This is the exercise given at the last of the chapter. Which one of the following materials cannot be used to make a lens? Cannot be used to make a lens. Lens can only be made with the glass, plastic or water. They can be used, but clay cannot be used to make a lens. The image formed by a concave mirror is observed to be virtual and erect. For a concave mirror, virtual and erect, there was only one case. Virtual, erect and larger than the object. Where should be the position of the object? It's always between pole and focus. So between the principal focus and the center of curvature, at the center of curvature, beyond the center, between the pole of the mirror and its principal focus. This is your correct answer. Where should an object be placed in front of convex lens to get a real image of the size of the object? At the principal axis, at twice the focal length, at infinity, between the optical center of the lens. So this we have not studied till now, so we will not discuss because this is about lens. We'll discuss it later. So that was all for today. Few questions we have done. Please use the concept we studied. One mirror formula, that is 1 by V plus 1 by U equals to 1 by F. We studied magnification is calculated as height of image by height of object, or M equals to minus V by U. These are the important formula which we have discussed today, where U is the object distance and V is the image distance. Using them, you have to solve question number 12, 13, 14 and 15 of the exercises. Please do your works regularly. Have the habit of revising the topics which are studied. Thank you. Have a nice day.